Hello you lovely people and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a cold start demo on the Airplane Heaven C-46 Commando. So let's jump in the cockpit and get started. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is clean up the outside, so switch off secure aircraft and close the main door there. And we're going to open this window. And you can go from left to right to make sure everything is where it needs to be before we start. So PO switches are off, UV lighting off, wipers off. We're going to put the fuel tank selectors for engines to the centre, which is number 2. Going to hide this flight yoke, make sure all the gauges are reading where they need to be. Okay, it all looks good there. Now we're going to come across to the centre console. This section here, if it's down, it's on. So we want tail wheel lock on, landing gear is obviously down, superchargers off, parking brake is on, flaps fully up, booster switches are off, landing lights are retracted. So we want, so we've got prop pitch fully forward, mixtures fully rich, and we're going to open the throttles at just a slight tangent. So fuel quantity in that's the front tank 0. They're all reading 0 at the moment until we get a start, I'm guessing. Yeah, so all of these gauges are reading okay, and we're just going to check the switches up the top here. So position lights, all the external lights are centralized, battery off, cold dark start is off. Well, that could be on, I don't know. Starters are off for both engines, secure aircraft off, floodlight off, avionics off, inverters off, anti-ice off, generators off and caged, magnetos off, ignition off. Okay, all is good. Now we can actually get around to starting. So check again, we have centre fuel tanks on. And switch on the battery and the avionics. Okay, now the gauges are coming online for both the front and the middle. We have fuel in both, we don't for the rear. Now let's select the booster pump for the left engine. Okay, just make sure everything is still where it should be. Going to put the wing and tail position lights to bright, give the ground crew some warning, and then what we're going to do is put on the magneto for the left engine, switch on master ignition. Then we're going to do a port energizer for 2 seconds, port mesh starter for 2 seconds, and then flick on the primer. So we'll go round once and then start officially. Okay, we've got a good start on engine 1. Okay, and then we're just going to repeat the process for engine 2. So we want fuel pump switch on. Okay, those are all still where they should be, and so are those. And we're going to open the cowl flap for engine 1. Okay, magneto to both for the right hand engine, and then mesh starter for starboard, 2 seconds, and the energizer. And we're going to flick on the primer. Now we've got a good start on engine 2. Make sure all the buttons reset themselves. Okay, well, that's all good. Switch on the inverters, and now we're going to switch on generators, and the gauges will come online here. Switch on the beacon, open the cowl flaps for engine 2. Okay, just one last check over the gauges before we taxi out. pressures. Just run the engines up quickly. Test the magnetos out. Okay, a little loss there, switch that back on. Now let's make sure that goes back up again, which it has, and check it for right hand, and it's dropped again, it's normal. Okay, and back up to normal again. Okay, so engines are run how they should be. Okay, we're going to switch off the tail wheel lock because we want to be able to steer. Flaps down a quarter. Switch on the landing lights left and right. And take off the parking brake, and we're going to taxi out to the right there. And that'll take us to the runway. Check the brakes, and yes, they work. We're just going to go right out onto the runway and line up, get ready to go. Okay, we're just going to stop here. Parking brake on. Okay, we're going to switch the tail wheel lock on. Okay, we're going to shut this window. And we're ready to roll. So, parking brake off. Just going to throttle up slowly. Try and keep it central. 100 miles an hour, probably rotate at that. There we go. And we're up. All brakes on, stop the wheel spinning, tidy up the gear, trim up. Flaps up. Trim out because you will get a sudden nose dip. There we go. We're out into Whidbey Bay. Okay, so that's cold dark start demo for the Aeroplane Heaven C-46 Commando. Hope this has helped. Hope you got something from this, and if you've got this far, thank you for watching, and as always, take care, and I will catch you in the next one.